Happening right now at federal court, the high-profile Stage Directs trial coming to a head. Closing arguments happening right now inside this building with lawyers involved. This is a story that WDSU Investigates broke back in 2018 and has followed for the better part of 7 years.
That's right, drivers Vanessa Mata, Jason Giles, they're on trial accused of staging accidents to fraudulently collect insurance money. More than 50 people have already pleaded guilty in this case.
WDSU is bringing you live extensive team coverage with expert analysis. Also, WDSU reporter Elizabeth Kubel just stepped out of the courtroom. She's going to have a breakdown of what was said during the closing arguments. But before we get there, let's explain how we got here. The trial started about 3 weeks ago. The feds say that two lawyers, Vanessa Mata and Jason Giles, played key roles in staging auto accidents with people all across the city of New Orleans and then filing false insurance claims. Experts say that is a reason why every driver in the state of Louisiana pays an inflated, higher premium than most states around us. So take a look at this. These are the two lawyers involved. Again, it is Vanessa Mata and Jason Giles, both on trial. They have both pleaded not guilty, and obviously they claim that their involvement and their roles in this are not as heavy as the government makes them seem that they are. So far, 50 people have pleaded guilty, admitting to their roles in the scheme. During the trial, names of lawyers have been dropped, but only Mata and Giles were actually charged. Again, both have denied any wrongdoing, but after weeks of evidence where the feds put on witness after witness showing how Giles and Mata used emails, text messages, and code words to communicate with people to help with these wrecks, the federal government rested, and the defense, we should point out, called no witnesses. They rested, saying that they feel the feds did not prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. As I said earlier, closing arguments are going on right now. WDSU's Elizabeth Kubel was in the courtroom, and look, it is a fascinating trial.
Yep.
What was said inside there is absolutely captivating, but the government said that they feel these lawyers are guilty.
And to prove your point about it being captivating, there is not an empty seat in that courtroom right now. So it is packed in that courtroom as people are listening to these closing arguments that now are underway. Of course, it started with the prosecution. And for them, what their closing arguments are really about is about kind of tying together, putting a needle and thread through the 3 weeks of testimony that we have heard from prosecutors. So prosecutors have called witnesses now for the last 3 weeks. And we heard some great quotes from prosecutors as well. So I want to show some of those to you on your screen right now. These are direct quotes from federal prosecutors about the defendants on trial. They say that this case was about greed, lying, and cheating to make Miss Mata millions and to make the King firm big. Obviously, right now, prosecutors want the jury to think and believe their case, which is that Vanessa Mata and Jason Giles knew that these accidents were staged. Here's another quote for you. We'll show this one to you on your screen. The defendants have a presumption of evidence, but you do not need to presume that they are stupid people, is what prosecutors said. They said that they are not, Travers.
So that was the prosecution side. There were 3 defense lawyers, one for the King firm, one for Vanessa Mata, one for Jason Giles. They're all making their closing arguments right now.
And keep in mind, there's actually a 4th defense attorney as well for a 4th defendant there. So it is going to be hours long that we're hearing from these defense attorneys again as all 4 get to lay out their cases that they want the jury to consider before they go into jury deliberations. So talking right now is Sean Toomey. He is the attorney for Vanessa Mata, obviously, as you have pointed out, Travers, one of the prominent attorneys on trial right now. I'll show you a quote from Sean Toomey that he said that this is what he said to the jury. He said, "They think she intentionally ignored red flags. We believe she was a pawn of Sean L. Fordish and foolishly hung on to green flags." So Sean Toomey there, of course, pointing the finger at Vanessa Mata's disbarred attorney fiance, Sean L. Fordish.
And look, it is expected with the judge here, Wendy Vitter, that As soon as they're done with closing arguments, she will charge the jury, give them instructions, and they will start deliberating tonight.
Which we, of course, will be headed right back into the courtroom to see whenever that happens.
All right, we have much more on all of our social media platforms, including complete breakdowns, what you need to know about this high-profile trial, and we'll obviously be here as closing statements do continue. Gina?
All right, Travers, Elizabeth, thank you. For more on the Staged Rex, you can go to our website, WDSU.com. Here in the studio, we now have legal analysis.